What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Eddie J. We got the sunroof open a little bit today, man. It's the second day of spring. It's going to be a good 63 degrees out here in beautiful Lancaster, PA. Out here just getting it, baby, and I hope you guys out here getting it too, man. I hope you guys are believing in yourself, believing that it's possible for you to go out there and do the things that you want to do and enjoy the things that you want to enjoy as you experience this beautiful journey we call life, the ups, the downs, the pitfalls, the victories, all of those different things. Guys, you're going to go through all of those different emotions as you're out here on this journey, but it's about learning and continuously getting better, man. I feel like, the more you know, the more you grow. And that's not just knowing the good side of stuff, but it's also knowing the bad side of stuff, man. So you got to kind of go through these experiences so that you can become better, because you're going to come, in contact with different circumstances than other people are coming in contact with, Your area may be different than what other people's area is, from a competition standpoint, from a law standpoint, because I know if you're out there in California, it's a completely different ball game with chemicals and stuff like that. So just knowing the different laws and regulations as they pertain to your state also are, big as well. Knowing what the market is, what your market will allow you to be able to price, and then also knowing what is comfortable and sustainable for you as well, for whether that be the size of your business. Like I always say, if you want to be a one-man crew, or if you want to, build it out and have employees and build levers for yourself, that's all going to be a matter of personal choice and personal preference. But for me, I'm just out here enjoying it. I like to be a lone ranger, sometimes take a helper with me, but I enjoy it. It's very therapeutic for me to be outside with the good weather, and enjoying the process, man. And I tell you guys, man, it's easy to do things that you love doing, man, that you can become passionate about doing. Just right here is like therapy for me. It's beautiful. Cleaning the house and doing all that type of stuff. For some guys, you'd be like, man, I don't want to be out there getting wet and all this, and all you can see is getting wet, and you think you're dirty and all that type of stuff. But if you're a person that enjoys being outside, and you enjoy serving as well, though, but then also knowing your value and knowing your worth, because I talk to people all the time about like different pricing and stuff like that. Like I do a lot of vinyl siding, so vinyl siding is super easy. So it's easy to price, easy to quote, easy. It's not gonna take you a lot of time to do. You got the right setup, you can get the chemicals up there, you're gonna be cool. You understand the temperatures out there and the ratios that you need to use. Because it's the thing, like, you can't use it too hot of a mix, and it's not always about causing damage. It's about when you got too hot of a mix, sometimes what ends up happening is you can cause more damage, because bleach is extremely corrosive and stuff. Like when it's cool outside, you can pretty much go around the house, wet the whole house down, and you can apply chem around that whole house and then come back and rinse the whole thing off. You know what I mean? It can go real quick if it's like a nice cool temperature. But when it's like the middle of the summertime and it's 90, 100 degrees, you got to start working in smaller sections. You got to start, all right, I'm gonna knock out just this side of the house. You know what I mean? If it's springtime and it's a little cooler, you can kind of be like, all right, I'm gonna do two walls at a time. I can do the front and the side, and then I'll do the back and the other side. You know what I'm saying? So I'll rinse, apply chem, boom, boom, rinse, apply chem, and then I'll rinse off the other side, and then repeat the process. Just getting a process that works for you, that definitely helps speed along the process, and the learning curve and stuff like that. Keep continuing to watch videos, man. There's a lot of people that put out a lot of great content here on YouTube, man. I watch a lot of people, but that's the one of the biggest platforms and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And once you get your own experience, though, I think experience is the best teacher. You know what I mean? Like I always say, I'm not handy at all. I'm not. But I've become handier in certain areas, just because you got to kind of have some basic knowledge of being able to screw something in. I guess take something out, stuff like that. But outside of that, man, when you got your equipment working and everything smooth, man, it's a real smooth process, man. At this point right now, we're not really even doing any advertising at this point. Pretty much just getting strictly just off of my SEO and Google at this point. So we still have a budget to run ads and also purchase and put out signs. But that's how I started the business, with signs. Putting up signs out here in my local neighborhood was the first marketing strategy that I used, and it grew the business. And then when I had money for Google Ads, started running Google Ads, and I didn't even set up. I didn't even pay anybody to set up my Google. I just set it up myself. I actually didn't set it up. I did a smart campaign. So I was just doing smart campaigns, and it was working. It was working out here for me. Now, where you are, depending on the competition level and the amount of market share you're trying to take over, you may need to not run a smart campaign. It has to be more detailed and stuff. But I did that. I did all the free places, Facebook Marketplace. Even though they take it down if you're saying that you're doing, but you can still, you know what I mean, finesse it and tweak it to where you can write something on there to get people's attention, posting in those groups every day, and I will bump them. Got a lot of dudes now that I know if somebody says anything about pressure washing, they'll shout me out and stuff like that as well. I got a good friend that has a painting company and stuff like that, so he'll throw me some leads and stuff like that from time to time. So it's a lot of it's relationships, man. Some realtors that I have worked with previously that'll throw me some leads. I was on Thumbtack. I thought Thumbtack was good. Like they sent me a lead that's pretty close to me. But the thing on Thumbtack too, you pay for a lead that, you know, they're sending to a bunch of people, which is very reminiscent of when I was in insurance sales. Like they would send you these leads, but they would send them to other agents as well too, though. So now, you know, you're calling, other people are calling, you know. But that's cool too if you need to get more leads, you know. But I feel like now being able to get free leads generated this way is dope. You know, I remember when I just started, I had the free Google site, the free Google website. I remember people was telling me off my free Google website that, yo, I liked your website. You had the best website. And I was like, and then if you, depending on where you are, you may go and look in your area and see like the people's websites. They might be real, like they actually have somebody build it or they build it themselves, and like the words are over the word, like they're really, really bad websites. But those websites was probably winning when there was no competition. You know what I'm saying? But now I do have a more professional website and stuff like that. But I do see the difference even with that. You know what I mean? I know if you're a veteran and stuff like that, like I'm a veteran, so definitely saying that you're a veteran-owned business, stuff like that, people tend to like to want to support veterans, which is amazing and awesome and stuff like that, to be able to get the support from your community. So it's dope. I love that. One of the things you gotta be cognizant too, like when you're starting a business, I think like first generation or your first person trying to do something in your family or whatever, you gotta understand that you're just trying to start a business, and you may be trying to be the first person in your family to do that, first one in your neighborhood to do that. The first one, I mean, people looking at you like you crazy. You know what I'm saying? They're looking at you like you crazy. But you have to be crazy, because you got to look at the people that ain't doing nothing like, yo, they ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? You're crazy for doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm smart for trying. You know what I'm saying? At least trying. You know what I'm saying? To live my life in a place that's, you know, more prosperous and better than what I believed. Like before, like my guy Holton Bugs always says, man, I believe much bigger, much faster. You know what I'm saying? He had another quote where he said, I never created a millionaire. I just created an environment where people that wanted to become a millionaire could. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. It's the environment that you can create for your family and stuff like that. Like when I look at my daughter, I ask my daughter what she want to do when she get older. She be like, I'll probably just run your business. Oh, snap. Cops was coming out there. It's coming for your boy. Your boy out here riding. I heard woo woo. Had to pull it over, but they kept it moving. I got favor. I'm blessed. I don't even know what I was talking about, man. I saw the cops. I forgot I was even recording, man. But back to where we was at, man. My daughter, she talks about. Yeah, I remember now. I'm back to my daughter. She was like, I'll just probably, you know, either run one of you guys' business, because my wife has her own mobile notary business as well. So she does that. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope to me, like that my daughter sees herself as a person that wants to become an entrepreneur and stuff like that. That's what she knows. Like, she knows of her parents being business owners and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So setting that bar, setting that precedence in your family, I think is super dope. You know, like that's just what I always wanted, man. When I was a kid, I always seen people that were affluent and had it and stuff like that, man. Like, they always had some type of business. You know what I mean? And because they had a business, they usually took the profits from that business and invested in stock, and they always usually own some real estate or something like that. So, you know, just knowing that, I knew that was something that I wanted to be a part of, man. I knew that was something I wanted to be a part of. I didn't know how I was going to get there, but I did have a faith and a belief. And then what ended up happening was God started to, you know, put people in my life, like my mentor and stuff like that, and different people that I could look at and model and be like, yo, this is how I want to live. This is what I want to do. So as I say, guys, like, if you're in the pressure washing game, you may not always be in the pressure washing game, but it's about, you know, learning different business principles, different life principles, and just systems for living that'll catapult you to getting to the place that you want to be within your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully those things that you take going now will push, you know, future generations forward and stuff like that, knowing that you took a step in the right direction and stuff like that. And now, you know, future generations are now set, like these things are in place. You know what I mean? Like your family now invest in the stock market. That's commonplace for your family and future generations to be stock market investors, to be real estate investors, to be business owners. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, especially in my culture and stuff like that, that's not always the case and stuff like that. Like, where we come from, a lot of time, like, if you just work, or if you just, you know, play basketball, football, entertainer and stuff like that. But, you know, it's important to also see the business side and stuff like that as well. You know what I mean? Being behind the scenes, behind the camera, and learning. Like, I love watching like Dame Dash and stuff like that. Like, he always building his own, man, and I always think that that's super dope, man. To be a type of person where, you know, you willing to show people how to get it and stuff like that, but you're not trying to hold people captive. You know what I'm saying? And that's actually the trap of the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, the job hold people captive, though. You know what I'm saying? They'll show you everything, but they don't want you to know everything so that you can go out there and start your own, because then if you start your own, they lose leverage. You know what I'm saying? You're leveraged. So you sit on a board where you're really a pawn instead of being an owner. And you're still a pawn on there, but you choose to be a different type of, you know what I'm saying? Not a pawn, you're not a pawn where you're a different piece now, you know what I'm saying? On this chessboard and stuff, you know? And you just gotta know how to move accordingly, man, and enjoy the process, man. Like, life is tough, and stuff is gonna happen and stuff like that, but you just gotta be able to overcome and adapt and be able to keep moving forward, you know what I mean? But it's your boy Eddie J. When the weather get nice, I get nice. You know what I'm saying? And then, hey, look, guys, look. Don't be scared to set your price and live your life, man. Set your price and live your life, man. Like, don't let people dictate your prices and stuff like that, man. You can be stubborn to a T on them, you know what I'm saying? Or you can have flexibility. I choose to have flexibility, but I'm not doing stuff for prices that, I mean, unless I don't got no work, or if I know like it's different. It got to be a different type of relationship. But I'm not gonna just set my price super low just to get work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna set it to a standard that I have. So set your standards is really what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Set your standards, man. Like, it's cool if you want to do big old houses for $100. But do you want to do them jobs for $100 your whole life? I don't think so, bro. So set your price, live your life. Once you master the craft, you ain't got to master. Once you at least get to a point where you're capable of doing a good job, you know what I'm saying? Like, start to value, put more of a premium on that. I'd rather have 100 houses at a premium price than have 500 houses at a super low price. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm making more off the 500, I'm still, at the end of the day, doing more work, where I could do less work and get more of a premium. You want to get more of a premium, man. Also, I'm still marching in March. You know what I'm saying? This is what, the 22nd, so 22 days no alcohol, man. Just happy for the level of clarity that it gives me and stuff like that. Still in the gym, I'm not going crazy. My body's older, so I definitely tend to, try to stretch more and, drink more water and stuff like that. Also, I drink those Revive juices, man. If you're in the Lancaster, PA area, holla at your boy. I can get you those Revive juices. Also, if you're in the Maryland area, Maryland or PA, you can order them online at revivehealth.life. That's revivehealth.life. Get your Revive juices so you can get that Revive feeling all in your body again. It's definitely beautiful. Definitely beautiful, man. I love that Ultra Glow. I love that Immune and Energy. Just my two favorites right there, man. Definitely check them out. Definitely check them out. I'm about to just pull up real soon. Get a little SH. You know what it's about. You know what it's about. About to really get it, man. And hey, man, blessings to you all, man. Look forward to seeing you guys' success, man. Keep hitting me up on the comments, man. Like, subscribe to the channel, man. I ain't doing too much over here. I ain't gonna hold you guys too much longer, man. But hey, just enjoy it and get it, man. Get it, baby. And think about this too, guys. Like, they done sent folks so much money, so much bread right now, man. So don't even let nobody talk you down to your price right now, bro. Folks are getting stimulus. People done got their income tax. It's springtime. Every spring, people gonna have their income tax for the most part. So you always got that right there. If people are business owners, there's a lot of businesses that really boom in the spring, as well too. If those are your clients, so don't let nobody try to G you down on your price. If your customers are older customers, a lot of times if they're retired, they're getting their retirement and some type of supplemental income as well. So they got money. They're going on a fixed income. So it doesn't matter what's going on in the economy. If they're looking for your services and they pretty much have a budget. So if you can meet that budget, that range or something like that, they can still afford to pay for your services if it's something that they're looking to get. So don't let nobody talk you down, especially not right now, man. The money is out there, the money is flowing. So you just gotta think up in your head how much of it is yours. So go out there and get it, baby. It's your boy Yeti J out of that Lancaster, PA. I'm signing off, guys. Y'all have a blessed one. What more can I say?